For the cheapest coins with quick customer support, be sure to check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout to get an additional 30% free coins.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm showing you guys exactly how I was able to make 1.5 million coins by completing the Night Train lane set in Madden 20. This was incredibly profitable for me, so if you guys want to try it at home, I would definitely recommend you do so if you have the amount of coins required to get started off with this little method. Now, before we hop into this though, be sure to leave a like if you did get some value from this, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button. Now, the way that I'm going to actually explain this is more of just how I did it. I'm going to go over all the steps that I took, that way you guys can do it at home. I'm not really going to title this a coin making method per se. The reason for that is it takes a ton of coins to get started with, so I don't really want to mislead you guys, but if you do have the amount of coins needed to get started, I would 100% recommend you try this out at home. If you don't yet have the amount of coins needed to get started with this, check out some of my coin making methods. I post them every single Saturday. I'll have one for you guys tomorrow. It's not going to require as many coins as this one to get started with, and then eventually, hopefully you can build your way up to be able to do this and make a ton of profit. Now, without further ado, let's hop into this method and let's do the first step right here. So the first step is going to be to buy quite a bit of training. What we're going to need to do is we're going to need to buy two 97 overall players, because 97s have the best coin to training point value, and we need training in bulk for this method. So firstly, we're going to go to 96 and 97. I usually filter it down by the theme builder 2. Those are going to give you the best coin to training point value. If you can find them at 330k or lower, you're going to get a really good coin to training point value, and right now it's pretty easy to find these 97s up for 330k or less. So as you can see, we have two of them for 331. If we refreshed on this filter a couple more times, or probably filtered it down by offense and defense, we'd be able to find these cards for a really good price. So we're going to buy two of these cards. That's 660k and spend right off the bat. But the way this method kind of works is you end up spending quite a bit of coins, and then eventually you make all those back, and then you sell the Night Train lane, and that's kind of your profit at the end, plus maybe a little bit extra coins from actually just getting the sets done and selling the cards at the end. So yeah, that's basically the first thing you're going to need to do, is buy two of these players for 330k or less. You're going to quick sell both of the cards, and you're going to end up with 96k training. Now, I also want to just add a little disclaimer here. It does take a long time to get this method done. I ended up doing it over the course of a few days, so I would recommend you guys take a few days to get the method done, because you could get a little burnt out if you do it all in one day. It takes quite a bit of time. So we've just spent 660,000 coins. This is exactly what I did to get started with, and I had 96,000 training in my inventory. Now, what I did with that 96,000 training is I ended up ripping this pack until I had no training left. That would be enough to open this pack up 55 times, which is just perfect. So you end up opening this pack up 55 times. Now, every single time I pull a card, there are two options. Basically, what I will do is I'll click X, I'll go down to add to set, and then I will try and add it to the theme Diamond 2 set associated with the player. If I end up pulling a duplicate, so that basically means I pull a card which I already have put into the set, then I just leave the card in my item binder and end up selling it later. You guys might be thinking, oh, I should just quick sell the cards I sell from this pack. I would not recommend it. You're not going to get a good coin to training point value. The reason for that is usually low overall players don't really give a good coin to training point value in general, and these theme Diamond 2 set pieces are inflated in price right now, so it's worth it to sell them, because they have a little bit of extra value because they go into the sets, so they don't really give you a good coin to training point value. So while you are ripping these packs, whenever you get a card that can go into the set, put it into its theme Diamond 2 set, but if you get a duplicate, leave it in your item binder and sell the card after. So you open this pack up 55 times. Let's say you just get 55 new cards and you're able to open up and start getting some players in these theme builder 2 sets. Essentially what I did after I ripped the packs is I came into theme builder 2, or sorry, theme Diamond 2, that's my bad, and I ended up looking through these, and whichever one I had the most players in, because it's going to say you have like 4 of 12 or like 3 of 15 or 3 of 13, whatever it is, whichever one you have the most amount of players in, you're going to want to come in and you're going to want to complete that set. Now, basically the way I divide this up is there's 32 teams, and there's kind of 3 sections for how this entire method works, or how I kind of did it personally. So the first 0 to 10 teams are going to be a loss. You're going to lose coins when you end up completing these sets. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to complete the cheapest set possible. So that's basically just going to be whichever one you have the most amount of players in already. And when you end up completing the set, you're going to quick sell the card for training, and you're going to continue to rip the training packs. Now, what's going to start to happen as you continue to rip the training packs is you're going to pull more and more duplicates. So within the first 10 teams you you end up completing, I would say you end up losing on average about 60,000 coins per team. So that's going to be another 600k down the drain. So like I was saying, this method takes a lot of coins to get started with, and we're going to be down about 1.2 right off the bat. But I mean, it is a lot, but you'll end up making it all back in due time. So yeah, you end up going down 60k about per team, and the reason for that is, again, you have to spend quite a little bit of coins to actually get the players needed for the set. But as you continue ripping and rolling the packs, you're only going to have like 4 players to buy or 5 players to buy to end up completing the sets. So that's it. That's the end of the first kind of third of it, and that's the first 0 to 10 teams where you're losing about 60k coins per team. Now the second set is about teams 10 to 24, and that's kind of a gray area. For me, I ended up making about 20 or 30 or 40, 50 or 1,000 coins per team, and the reason for that is you only have to buy like 5 of the cards. You end up quick selling the 95 for training, and you pull a ton of duplicates in here. So let's say, for example, I only had to buy 5 cards to finish my Redskin set. We spend about a total of like 70,000 coins on that, and we're going to be able to open up the Theme Builder 2 set piece about 15 times when we get the training from that. So with the 15 cards we're able to get from that pack, on average, you're going to maybe get 7 players, let's say, that are duplicates. You sell all those duplicates, and you're probably going to end up making a little bit of profit, about 20,000 coins per time. So you're going to end up making a little bit of coins back here. But this isn't where you make the big bulk of the coins. The big bulk of the coins comes at the very end, which is teams 24 to 32. So for teams 24 to 32, typically you're only going to need to buy like 2 or 3 or 4 cards left to complete each of these sets, and this is where you make that big profit before you actually sell your Night Train lane. So let's say you end up spending 40,000 coins, let's say, to complete this Colts Edgerrin James set. You're going to be able to spend 40,000 coins, you're going to get the card, and instead of quick selling it for training, because there's not really a big point in quick selling it for training, because you're basically only going to pull duplicates, because you've already completed a ton of sets, you already have a lot of the players in the sets, you're going to sell that Edgerrin James card, and you're going to end up making a profit of like 150k, which is absolutely huge, or like 140k. And again, this is going to last for 8 teams, so this is going to make you back about 1 million coins, and it's going to make you back basically your entire investment, which you had to spend to get that training at the beginning, plus the entire investment of teams 0 to 10 where you were losing all of those coins. So that's perfect right there. We end up making back almost all those coins we had to invest, and then at the very end, we're going to be able to get the entire Night Train lane set done, and it feels so good when you guys end up getting this done. This was a grind for me. It took me about a week to get this all done. It takes so long, but if you guys have the time, you want to go through it slowly, it's what I would recommend you guys do. So let me just quickly recap exactly how this is all going to work, because it is a little confusing with basically buying the training, opening the packs, when you stop opening the packs. So I'll just start and recap again really quickly. So basically the first thing you do is you buy 2 97s, quick sell them for training. You want to buy them at 330 or less. It's going to give you a solid coin to training point value of about 6 right there, which is really nice. And then with that training, we're going to have 96,000 training, which is a lot. That is a lot of training to have in your inventory, but what you're going to do with that is you're going to rip the Theme Builder 2 sets, or the Theme Diamond 2, sorry, set pieces, and you're going to end up getting a ton of cards. You're going to get 55 of them. You're going to put as many as possible into the set. Any of your duplicates you're going to sell, and again, as you're doing any of the other parts, whenever you rip the Theme Builder 2 packs, or the Theme Diamond 2, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that, whenever you rip the Theme Builder or Theme Diamond 2 packs, you're going to sell any of the duplicates that you end up pulling. So I like to always, whenever I pull a card, click X and click add to sets, and then if the set isn't allowed to, like, if you're not allowed to put the card into the set, that basically means that it's a duplicate, and you're just going to back out and sell that card at the end in your item binder. So yeah, got kind of sidetracked there, but the second part of this is the teams at 0 to 10. So the first 10 teams, basically, with those 10 teams, you're probably going to lose coins. The reason for that is you're only going to have like 5 or 4 cards in each of these sets, and you're going to have to buy a lot of cards, and you're not going to be pulling many duplicates out of your Theme Diamond 2 set piece packs. So you'll probably lose about 70k. You probably have to spend like almost 100,000 coins to complete some of the sets, and you'll maybe only pull 1 or 2 duplicates and end up selling those. So you're going to be losing coins in the teams 0 to 10 section. Now in the teams 10 to 24, you're going to be able to maybe make a little bit of coins, kind of break even in that range right there. or maybe even lose a little bit on some of them at the start, especially because you're probably going to have like 5, maybe 6 some of the cards in these sets, and you're going to have to spend still a decent amount, but you're going to be pulling more and more duplicates because as you continue to complete these sets, of course, you're going to have more areas where you're going to pull duplicates because you've already put the cards into the set and completed more of them, so you're going to be able to pull more duplicates. And then again, the final area is teams 24 to 32, and that's basically where you just spend coins and just complete the sets and then sell the player rather than quick selling it for training. So for your first 24 teams, we're quick selling all of our 95s for training. I also want to note it is really important that you guys do not quick sell your cards if they are a 94 overall, because some of these teams have 94 overalls. I believe the Browns have one right here, and the Chargers as well, or maybe not the Chargers, but I believe there are 2 94s, or actually maybe there's just one. So don't quick sell your 94 for training. The reason for that is it doesn't give you a really good coin to training point value, and some of these cards are also really expensive. So if we come in here and we look at the Bengals one, this is basically the only one. The Taylor Mays card is quite expensive as well, so I would recommend you sell this card for coins rather than quick sell it for trading. Otherwise, we are going to be quick selling all of our 95s for training, and some of these power-ups are also pretty expensive. When you get the Taylor Mays done, the power-up goes for like 80k, which is just great, just going to add more and more profit, and then eventually at the end, you end up putting all the tokens in here, you get your Night Train lane, you sell them for 1,000,000 coins, and bang. That's how you're going to make about 1.5 mil from this set. If you want to try this out, be sure to do so, but I kind of just wanted to explain this on the channel because this is a really effective method. For those of you that have a lot of coins, I would recommend you try it out. If you don't, just watch one of my coin methods later and get your coins up. This was supposed to be more of just like an explanation video of how I did it. If you guys want to try it at home, be sure to do so. Follow basically the steps that I just laid out right there, which is buying the training. Then teams 0 to 10, you're obviously going to quick sell your 95s. Teams 10 to 24, you're also going to quick sell those 95s, and be sure to sell your duplicates for coins rather than trading. Those are basically the main key points that I wanted to hit on in this video. So yeah, that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, hit that sub button if you are new, and until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It means no worries.